Well, speaking of this release in theaters and release on streaming at the same time, actually Warner Brothers and AMC reached a 45-day exclusivity deal where AMC theaters will have a 45-day theatrical window for Warner Brothers titles. And according to AMC CEO Adam Aaron, we are in active dialogue with every major studio to make this happen. So we may the releasing at the same time thing maybe we may be moving away from that, and that will be beneficial to theaters. So
it's a compromise. I think that helps the people that, if you really do want to see Suicide Squad, well, make them wait a few weeks and then they'll go and see it at the theater. More money will be made. I'm happy to see that. I just think same day, a lot of people wait. Pugs, for example, on Fleshman Features, he's pretty selective now. I mean, he'll just watch it streaming, and I don't know. I was happy to see that news that at least they're experimenting a little bit. At the end of the day, Hollywood has to make movies we want to see too. And there's lately, I don't know. It's just weird. Shang-Chi, I'm not quite seeing in a pitch meeting why they think that's going to be a huge hit. I would bet my hat that that's going to fail.
Yeah.
So,
I've never even heard of it, so I have no idea.
It's the next big Marvel comic movie that nobody's based on a property. No, I guess they're hoping to catch the same lightning in a bottle they did with Guardians of the Galaxy, because nobody really heard of Guardians of the Galaxy, but Guardians of the Galaxy and Shang-Chi look like very, very different things.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Is anybody here a big fan of the Marvel and DC movies in this chat right now? Because my biggest, not concern, but there's so much stuff. Like, I have some clients and stuff that I work with that are big into that stuff, and they're telling me about all these shows on Disney, and I'm like, I don't even know how you guys keep up with this stuff. Like, there's a show here and a show there, and then one ends and a new one starts. I'm like, I don't even know how fans of this and don't feel just like completely, overwhelmed. Like, I'm a wrestling fan and I'm overwhelmed. I don't even watch it anymore. It's like too much out there, and it's like none of it's really that great. So I've completely stopped watching it, which is super sad because I was a fan of it since I was like 5 years old. So I can only imagine how people that are into the Marvel and DC stuff aren't completely, overwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, sorry. No,
what were you going to say, Gibbs?
Oh, well, the movie you're talking about, the Shang-Chi, was going to be an attempt to get the Chinese market. It ended up not working out because they selected a director that had said some negative things about the Chinese government several years ago. But that was the play there. That was the market they were trying to hit with that movie.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oopsie daisy.
Quite did the opposite. Now none of their movies are getting accepted in China mainly probably because of picking her.
Jeez. What were you going to say, Jamie?
I forgot.
I'm sorry, Jamie.
No, don't be, because I forgot before you even spoke. So don't worry about it.
And I think there's also, I mean, they're trying to make a quote unquote Chinese movie, but I don't think China is looking for us to just mimic what they do. They're looking for America to make American movies, which do very well over in China. So I think this whole idea, and I've heard several people say this to me, it's like, oh, wait, Shang-Chi is gonna just be huge in China, and it doesn't matter that nobody wants to see it here. I don't think that's the case. The Chinese people still want us to make American movies, and they have their own box office, and their films do very well. But the idea that I think, well, now we need to, just mimic their films is just silly to me. And this is a $200+ million movie where the biggest star I think in it is named Aquafina. It's probably not going to do well. I mean,
wow,
they need to start paying us.
She's a YouTuber, right? Isn't she a YouTuber, or wasn't she? Isn't
Her
that
name
how
sounds
she
familiar.
got into it or something?
She's not one
I
of
could be
your.
wrong.
She's not one of your porn girls, is she, Dan?
My porn. No, not as far as I'm aware. I don't think she's done porn.
Sorry,
Maybe.
I had to.
That's okay.
Even if that movie got a release in China, I mean, $200 million. That's just, I don't know. I don't see that one. I'm already thinking like, okay, I'm a Disney exec. What can we blame the failure of this movie on? Everybody, it's Asian hate. It's Asian hate. That's it.
That the vid.
Yeah.
It won't be that they just made a movie that people are not that enthusiastic about. There's a lot of figures out there that nobody's buying too, so I think they know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at least good news for the theaters with this 45-day, with at least AMC at this point, you know. Good news for them.
Subscribe to the Region Free YouTube channel and also check out the Patreon to get exclusive content and become a Regionaire.